So this Bhadravan, this is the first forest on the eastern side of the Jamuna. Because way down the road, we cross over when we're at Braj Bandhu Prikrama, we come to a place called Nandagat. And the village is known as Baigaon. As you remember Bai, is our loving Srila Prabhupada, his name is Abai. Abai Charana. So there Nanda Maharaj got a big fright. You remember? He bathed too early on Dwadasi, and the servants of Varuna arrested him. So that place is called Nandagat. From there we come across the Jamuna and we walk here to Bhadravan. So this is the first forest on the eastern bank of Jamuna. And here in the corner is Bhadreswar Mahadev. Originally there was hardly anything here, just this little Bhadreswar, tiny little shrine and little Hanuman temple, and practically nothing was here. But now it's become quite a complex, and then my dear friend Kripalananda Maharaj, he established these beautiful deities of Bhadra Bihari, Radha Bhadra Bihari here, or Bhadravan Bihari, whichever name you like. But this Bhadreswar Mahadev, he was established by Bhadravan 5,000 years ago. He's the original temple here. And we find, or actually I was told since my diaper days in Krishna Consciousness, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only wrote 8 slokas, Shikshastakam. But my dear godbrother Dathara Sutta, he's found so many wonderful things that Mahaprabhu has written. And one in Marari Gupta's Karacha talks about how he entered a Shiv temple in somewhere in South India in his Dakshin Bharat Yatra, and spontaneously created a Shivastakam. 2 verses I memorized. What is that? Sri Rama Govinda Mukunda Sori Sri Krishna Narayana Vasudeva Ityadi Namamrita Panamata Bringadi Payakila Dukkha Hantre. So Lord Chaitanya, he calls Lord Shiva Akila Dukkha Hantre, who takes away the sorrows of the whole world. And how is he able to do that? Sri Rama Govinda Mukunda Sori Sri Krishna Narayana Vasudeva Ityadi. In Sanskrit, Adi means etc. All these names, Sri Rama Govinda Mukunda Sori Krishna Vasudeva Ityadi. All these names and even more. Namamrita. Ityadi Namamrita Panamata. He's absorbed in relishing the nectar of all these names of Krishna, even more names of Krishna. That's how he's able to take away the sorrows of this world. As he's relishing the holy names, the Namamrita, the nectar of the names of Krishna. And how is he relishing them? Bringadipa, just like the king of the bumblebees. The king of the bumblebees, just like the lotus flower has got a special nectar called makarand. That makarand is so sweet that the bee goes inside the lotus flower and he just goes on relishing that makarand. Now, those who've been in Prikrama with me before, you know that the sun is a friend of all the lotus flowers. So when night comes, the lotus will close. He opens up to see the sun, but he closes at night. If that bee doesn't get out, he's going to suffocate and die. But that makarand is so sweet. He just goes on relishing and relishing. The lotus closes up, he suffocates and dies. He doesn't care. It's so sweet. So we have to chant the holy name like that with so much determination and attachment, relishing. He's panamata. He's absorbed in relishing. That even death will come, we'll just put our foot on his head and go, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have to relish the holy name like that, and even death comes, we don't mind. The second verse I memorized, it's one of my favorites, you'll understand in a minute. Śrī Gauri Netrotsava Mangalaya Tat Prananathaya Vrasa Pradaya Sada Samudkhanta Govinda Lila Gana Pravinaya Namostutubhyam. Śrī Gauri Netrotsava. Netra, I think many of you know, means eyes. The festival, Mangala, the auspicious festival for the eyes of Parvati, of Gauri. See, Gauri Netrotsava, he's the auspicious festival for the eyes of Gauri. Tat Pranana, he's the Lord of her life. Tat Prananathaya. Rasa Pradaya, he's the giver of ras. How he's giving ras? What is it? Sada Samudkhanta Govinda Lila Gana. Sada Samudkhanta. When our excitement bubbles up to the neck. Khanta means neck. Utkanta. Sada Samud, with great enthusiasm. When our enthusiasm bubbles up to the neck. Utkanta. With great enthusiasm. What is he doing? What he's expert in doing? He says Praveen. Just like everybody has a friend named Praveen, right? Praveen means expert. He's expert in Gana, singing what? Govinda Leela. Sada Samudkhanta Govinda Leela Gana Pravinaya Namostutubhyam. I offer my obeisances unto that Lord Shiva, who's very expert with great enthusiasm, relishing the nectar of Govinda Leela. So you can understand why this is my favorite verse. So Bhadravan, this is where Krishna killed Vatsasura. You remember one time there was one Asura, somehow he disguised himself as a calf. Vats means calf. Just like when we were watching Mahabharata on TV, right? That's very nice Sanskrit. So when they talk to some younger person, they would say, Vats? No, because as soon as you see calf, right, automatically Vatsalya ras comes flowing from your heart. So we always call the younger person Vats. So he killed that Vatsasura in this forest. He indicated to Balaram, watch, this guy is here. So Krishna sneakily came around, slowly. He got up right behind that demon and grabbed him by the hind legs and swung him around and finished off that Vatsasura. And the other place, our dear friend Ram Shraddha was singing all about Manasi Ganga. So that's how Manasi Ganga came, because then the cowboys, they didn't want to play with Krishna. He said, why? You've done a big pop. You did a big sin. You killed a calf. What do I have to do? He said, you have to take bath in Ganga. And Lord said, Ganga is very far away. I will call Ganga here by my meditation. So Lord sat down in his meditation, and by his manasa, by his mind, he brought Ganga to the middle of Govardhan. So that Ganga became known as Manasi Ganga. That came from this pastime here, that he killed that Vatsasura. And Now we have beautiful, hope everybody took darshan. Anyway, afterwards you can take darshan. There's beautiful deities of Radha Bhadravan Bihari, or Radha Badri Bihari. So, similar pastime happened in Bandhu. Yamuna is always changing her course. So sometimes some people say it happened on the eastern side. The Bandhu was on the eastern side, now it's on western side, now it's on the eastern side. Anyway, they tell a pastime over there that one time Krishna and Balaram were in the forest and they decided to play some game. So at that time, one cowherd boy, his mother didn't allow him to go to the forest for some reason. Maybe it was his birthday, so she had some special function. So there was one demon named Pralambasur. So Pralambasura, he noticed that one of Krishna's friends is missing, so he took exactly the form of that friend. Then he saw they're dividing up into two groups, and he thought, better not to fight with Krishna, better I should be on his side, So he joined the other side. And whoever lost the game, they had to carry the losers, they had to carry the winners, on their shoulders. Just like in our youth, we used to do that. We used to play games. We get, some boy on our shoulders and another boy on somebody else and have some war. So anyway, whoever lost the game, they have to carry the other one on their shoulders. So, Balaram's team won. So that Pralambasura, he took Balaram on his shoulders. And I think Sridham, or Krishna took Sridham on his shoulders. Anyway, they were all dancing around, and suddenly that Pralambasura, he began to go far away in the forest. Actually, Krishna had already noticed him when he first joined. And he came and embraced him. And so, I'm so glad you're here. Now I'm not going to leave you. Everybody from India knows what that means. I forget what we say in English. Oh, now you're going to get it. That's what we say in English. But Krishna said it in a loving way, so he couldn't suspect it. Now I'm not going to leave you. So all of a sudden, that cowboy started running far away in the forest. And Balaram was thinking, what's going on? And Kanhaiya winked at him. Then even Baladev had been bewildered by this demon. That Krishna pulled him out, So then Balaram understood, this guy's a demon. Then suddenly, he began to change in every way. And Balaram said, oh, this coward boy, he's changing in every way. And he became this huge, gigantic form. And Balaram just became very heavy. We know Balaram means, Bal means strength. He became very heavy. And then Balaram he swung his fist around. He smashed that Pralambasura. And he just whirled around and fell over. And that was the end of Pralambasura. And all the cowherd boys began to call out, Sadhu, 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 Sadhu. So, other pastimes, we'll tell the main one when we get there to Bhadravan. Other pastime of Bhadravan was one time, because Krishna sometimes, he plays wrestling. So he was wrestling with all the different cowherd boys. And somehow or other, the gopis came there, Hmm? And they dressed Radharani right up just like a wrestler. Hmm? They pulled her sari between her leg and tucked it in, just like we go to Bombay, we see all the old Marathi ladies, no? Like that. And then Radha and Krishna began their wrestling pastimes. They're in Bandhu. But this was not ordinary wrestling, but this was love trying to defeat love. Love fighting love. We can't imagine the ecstasy of this. Wonder each one trying to defeat the other with love. This was the wrestling pastimes of Radha and Krishna in Bhadravan. Yeah, all right. When we go to Bhadravan, we'll see one of the main places is the what is it called? Venukup. Venukup. The same thing, the gopis, they were also upset with Krishna because he killed Vatsasura. They said, we can't be associated with you. He said, what do I have to do? He said, you will have to take bath in all the sacred waters. In the 7 oceans, you'll have to take bath. And Krishna said, that will take a long time. I will bring them all here. And he took his venu, his flute, and he dug out this well. And so Krishna's flute, very handy, very practical, prayogic. For calling gopis, for calling cows, for digging kunds. We'll see a kund in Barsana tomorrow. Krishna dug with his flute. For digging wells, we'll see that well in a little bit. And he called all the 7 oceans into that well. And then he took his bath, and then the gopis were. And you'll see, because they say that when Amavasya, new moon, they call it new moon, but it means no moon. When Amavasya comes on a Monday, Sombar, then we call that Somavati Amavasya. And actually next Monday is Somavati, it's also Diwali, so we have something else planned for you, but anyway. But the villagers tell, and you can see that on that day, when it's Somavati Amavasya, on that particular titi, then milk will come in the Bhadravan well. When we go there today, you'll see the water's completely clear. But if you come on that Somavati day, and you'll see it's sort of milky. If you want to see the milk come, you have to stay overnight there. Because at 4 o'clock in the morning, milk will come. You can see the stream come in the well. But later in the day, you can see just like today, you'll see it's completely clear, crystal clear water. But that day, you'll see it's all milky. And the villagers believe that if any woman who's unable to have a child, or her children die right after birth, whatever, if she will take bath on that Somavati Amavasya day, she will definitely get child. And we have the proof. One time, everybody I think knows Devi Shakti Mataji, huh? Yes. If you don't, then 50% of your Vrindavan experience is lost. She is the real Shakti behind Krishna Balaram Mandir. She's a Devi Shakti. Her daughter went there on Somavati Amavasya and took bath. And then there's a temple there with Krishna's mukit, and they call it Mukit Mandir. And everybody makes a cow dung swastika on that temple. They give some dakshina to the Brahmins there, and then definitely they get child. She just had her 4th child just a couple of months ago. And I know somebody, Karuna, what is his name? Parma Karuna. Who's here from Australia? Anybody from Australia? No Australians with us tonight? Oh, we got one. All right, one strong. Chant the holy name, mate. Parma Karuna's wife took bath there. They have practically their own private gurukul now. So mark it on your, if you're anxious to get baby, then you mark it on your calendar. On next Monday in Bhadravan is Somavati Amavasya. If you take bath on that day, you'll get baby. Of course, we're only interested in getting Krishna praying. But anyway, if you want that service of raising a wonderful soul in Krishna consciousness, this is the day. Because I have so many testimonies. I just gave a couple. One other interesting pastime is after that Leela with the servants of Varuna, then they were headed back towards Nandagam, and they passed by a place called Akrurghat. And everybody was, we know that, you've heard of Akrurghat, right? That's the place where Krishna was going to, what's his name? Akrura came to take Krishna to Mathura. And when they came to Akrurghat, Krishna and Balaram got down, took bath in the Jamuna, and then Akrura went to take bath, and he saw Krishna and Balaram in the waters. He just watched them climb on the chariot. He just saw them in the water. Then he came back. He saw them sitting on the chariot. He went back. Then he saw Nanda Shesh and Vishnu in the water. And when they disappeared, then he took his bath. When he came back, Krishna and Balaram said, "Did you see anything wonderful?" He said, "My lords, when I've seen you, what is there wonderful left to see?" Because that's how it became known as Akrurghat. That's where Brajendranan Shamsundar, he stayed in Braj, and that Vasudev Krishna and Ananta Shesh, they went, but Krishna and Balaram, they never leave here. So they went off to Mathura. But there's another pastime. After this Bruna pastime, when they passed by Akrurghat, everybody was speculating because they saw these, how Nanda Maharaj was arrested by these servants. He went under the water. Krishna jumped in the water. They went all the way down to Varuna Loka. And Krishna saw that Varuna was there. He had Nanda Maharaj sitting in a nice asan, and he was being worshipped very nicely and being taken care of very nicely. And Krishna came and he set him on a nice asan, and he said, "You please punish me, my servants. They don't know anything." So it was just a small technical thing of a couple of minutes, but they arrested Nanda Maharaj. This was improper, but he's operating under me, so I'm the one at fault. Not like nowadays. Murphy says, when everything is going wrong, if somebody smiles, that means they know who they can blame it on. But what else does he say? He said, to err is human, but to blame it on someone else is more human. But Yamaraj, Varuna, he was very pious. He said, anyway, he's my servant. He's working under me, so ultimately I'm responsible, so you can punish me. He said, that's all right. Krishna just wanted to give Varuna a darshan like that. So when they came back, Nanda Baba told, I don't know, Lala was sitting, this guy was down there under the water, a big king, and he honored Lala so much, he honored me so much, he's going on like this. All the Brishbasis are thinking, wow, who is this Krishna anyway, Gargacharya said something, he might be some demigod, he may be some great yogi, he even hinted he might be the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, He hinted like that. And all the Brishbasis were speculating and speculating. And Krishna is in everyone's heart. He knows what everybody's thinking. So when they got to Akrurghat, suddenly Krishna raised all the Brishbasis up to the Brahmajyoti. They were completely liberated from material existence. No fear, no anxiety, nothing. Akhandanan. But all the Brishbasis were in great anxiety. Where's Lala? Whatever this place is, we can't see Lala. Where's Lala? Where's Lala? So then he raised them all the way up to Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, they saw everybody with beautiful forearms and so many beautiful decorations. And Lord Narayan was there, and they all bowed down to Lord Narayan and prayed to him very nicely. But they all just were looking here and there. Where's Lala? Where's Lala? They couldn't see their Lala. So then Krishna took them all the way up to Golok. When they got up to Golok, they said, hey, this looks just like where we came from. Krishna wanted to show them that this Brajadam is not part of the material. This is not part of India. It's not part of UP. This is Krishna's embassy. Just like if I break one of your Indian laws and I run inside the U.S. embassy, then your Indian police can't catch me. Then they have to do some extradition, some special process. Maybe they can get me out. So this is because it's considered that's American soil, so the Indian laws don't have effect there. So this is Krishna's embassy. This is not the part of the material world. So Krishna just wanted to show the Brishbasi, they're in the highest place of existence. So all these things, all these wonderful things are all connected here, all these wonderful pastimes. I think by the time we all get on our buses and we all get there and we walk there, running, they'll be coming out, we'll be going in. It'll take at least a half hour to get there. Huh? You tell me. No. Yeah, just around the corner, a little ways down, there's a Bhadrakund. We don't have time to go there today, but there's Bhadrakund. And I have an authority of Vrindavan Bihari that Shastras give so much information about the benefits of taking bath in this Bhadrakund. Just touching this dust of Bhadravan will get the same benefits. So. Now, by the time everybody takes darshan and gives some small donation and gets back on all the buses. Oh yeah, that we can also do. So, if you're relishing all these wonderful pastimes of our dear Lord Sri Krishna, we have one book that we just reprinted, expanded it, improved it, and reprinted. So this is the new improved edition of Braj Leela Part 2. Part 1, unfortunately, we have to do improvement and do that one over. It's completely out of print, although you can get it on Amazon. But we have Part 2, completely improved, new improved edition, expanded, and it's not formal writing, but the way I talk, that's the way the book is. And we're asking a small donation, 400 rupees. And I'm here to sign it if anybody wants a copy.